What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back, guys. It's a good night to be a Predator fan because Hot Toys has given us another 2.0 of the Jungle Hunter Predator from that original film. And of course, this is going to piss some of you off, but it's also going to excite a lot of you. And I'm somewhere in between, so I can't wait to give you guys my thoughts. If you like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and let's get into it.
I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Ben Thomas.
Go time! Here we go, here we go, here we go!
Okay guys, welcome back. So this is again pretty exciting news. Hot Toys just put up this 2.0 Jungle Hunter Predator, and let's be honest, if you're a fan of the original Predator film, you know, with Arnold Schwarzenegger as the badass Dutch, I think this is going to be up your alley. And a lot of us, including myself, even for me, I've been collecting for like 14 years now, and I missed on this Predator originally, and I've seen this in people's collections, the 1.0, and while it shows its age to a certain extent, it is still no slouch in terms of a 1.0 figure. But so many of us have looked at those secondary market prices and been like, there's no chance I'm gonna pay that kind of money. And we've all been kind of holding out hope, especially with the resurgence of Predators as well as Aliens, you know, kind of coming back into our fold of entertainment and media, that we would likely see these again. And of course, Hot Toys has been giving us so many different 2.0s lately as well, that all we could do is cross our fingers. And here it is. So how do we feel about this? Obviously, there's been some improvements from what I see in the original. I think my first nitpick is there's definitely not enough quills on the face like you'd see in the film. I also think he could be a little bit more like yellow, or like, maybe not yellow is the right term, but almost like soft banana color like this. There's definitely an element to his coloration that I think could be tweaked just a little bit. But some of the upgrades here, you know, in terms of the rubber gasketing that's kind of used for his hair, I think that looks really, really good. And I do like the upgraded body. I think that looks fantastic overall. I'll be curious to see what the articulation is, of course, in this particular figure. I am loving what I'm seeing with regards to the head sculpt. With the exception of it could use a few more quills for sure, which, let's be honest, would make it more delicate as a figure. So yeah, there's wins and losses there, but if we're going for visual accuracy, I think there could be a little bit more. I do love the fact that they give you those interchangeable mandibles. I think that is absolutely key, because when he takes his mask off and he is an ugly mother, you know, like, he needs to be able to do both expressions, and I think that's fantastic here. The bloodied spinal skeleton that he's pulling out there, also pretty freaking wild. I love a lot of the different accessories. One thing that I'm noticing here in terms of the blades is they do look like they're probably plastic. I know a lot of us would have liked to see die-cast make a return on that particular blade. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case here as well, or at least it's not confirmed. But again, an upgrade there is that it's got the LED lighting. It also has, of course, the movable eyes, which the original did not have. I mean, these eyes are pretty freaking sunken in because, again, ugly mother, but at the same time, I think it's cool that you can do it, so I think that that's a win overall. Now, I'll be curious because a lot of us just got that Predator from the Prey film, and while that's a beautiful figure in its own right and from a great movie, I think a lot of people were just excited to be able to get their hands on a Predator once again. But I'd say this is more in line with when people close their eyes, at least for the most part, when they think of what a definitive Predator might look like. It might be from this one, it might be from Predator 2 when they're in the city, something along those lines, you know, the really nostalgic Predators. I'll be also curious to see if this inspires Hot Toys to go down the Alien line again. Will we see a resurgence of a big chap from Alien, or, you know, Ripley, or some of those other characters from that franchise? Because if they're revisiting this, why wouldn't they consider revisiting all of it? And that brings me to kind of the frustrating piece here. While this figure looks freaking awesome, and it's posted now at $300, so not even a bad price point really when you think about it. Really kind of that $285 to $290 is kind of that standard number now, right? $300 seems pretty great considering what you see on the screen here. But this is going to also devalue people's collections, and I know that that is something that has been on the, you know, the tip of our mind, really. If you've been a collector for a long period of time, reissues have bit you in the ass now a couple times, and it's just not gonna stop, right? Give it another 10 years, there's gonna be a 3.0 of this figure. If I've learned anything in collecting, if you wait long enough, if you're patient enough, most of these things do make a return. And so the days of the Grail are now gone. I don't think that that's a reason to collect these anymore. At this point, if you missed on the original Predator, or you simply just want to upgrade your old one, your original, I think that there's still room for this to be in the collection for those folks, and I think there's a lot of room to be excited for the people who missed on it originally and don't have to pay aftermarket prices. It just really truly feels though that the days of value collecting, if that was ever something that you were in it for, if you were going after those grails to feel like your collection was more and more progressively valuable the more rare pieces you had, those rare pieces are being stripped away from Hot Toys collectors. It's no longer feeling like it's that kind of hobby anymore. But if that doesn't bother you, again, I'm of the mindset here that I've started to drink the Kool-Aid on that. I feel like for years I've pushed back on the concept of reissues, and as long as they continue to at least make what I expect to be improvements on these figures overall, then I think the 2.0 is a justifiable kind of add-on here. There's some pieces here that I don't love more. Like we said, die-cast weaponry I think would have been better. I think there's some improvements that they can still do potentially, again, with the quills on the head and maybe even the color of the body, but they're nitpicky. I think that these are pretty great. The deluxe version exclusive comes even with this additional Predator concept art mask, which is also really freaking cool, to be honest. Like, I like the classic look, but if you get both, I mean, it's just literally a win. You can have that mask posed up in a display like a trophy or something as well. Like, that's pretty cool. The jungle themed diorama base, I'm kind of so-so on it. It looks like something you'd see a Yoda sitting on. So, I mean, you could technically futz it in with other things too. You don't have to just have it here. And I mean, we had been teased the Jungle Hunter Predator coming back, man, months and months ago. And I know that collectors had some notes for it at that point when they saw it, because it looked like they really had just truly shown that original. And I think here this is still kind of an upgrade from what we saw back then. But again, that old one, no slouch. I've seen it in people's collections and it's fantastic. I would love to see an Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch. We know Hot Toys has the likeness rights for Arnold Schwarzenegger, so come on, give us a seamless body hulking Dutch to put up against this Predator. You know we need to see it in a display, so don't make us kit bash them, right? Give us Arnie. Give us Arnie. Give us a Dutch. We need it at least. Some of the other ancillary characters I would be happy with too, but Dutch is the one that you want to go off against. And give it to us as a battle damage version, you know, a muddied up version of them, or a clean version. I'd be happy with those as well. But I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Are you feeling a little bit burnt by reissues like I am lately? Or are you kind of at the same point drinking the Kool-Aid? You're starting to understand that this is just the way it's going to go moving forward, and we have to accept it and potentially just embrace it. Enjoy the figures in our collection while we have them, and for the ones that need that upgrade for you, move them on to some of these other options that come out. And otherwise, this may save you some money today. If you love your original, you don't have to buy this one. Save it for the next cool release, because let's freaking be honest, there's going to be a lot more in the pipeline, a lot more things that are going to tempt us. I've already had to cancel some of my pre-orders this year just simply because I've wanted to reallocate and reprioritize that money. But don't be silly like me either. Don't spend money on NRDs unless you're absolutely certain that this is the figure for you. This is a sweet figure. I'm really happy with the look of this. The paint apps, everything, the face on that thing is just wild. I'm a very happy guy. Predator original film, easily one of my favorite old school films of all time. It's got a nostalgic place in my heart. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What are you thinking on the price, the figure, the 2.0, the reissue, all of it? I want to hear from you guys, but I'm going to bed. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow, what a great audience. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's gone. It's all gone.